Pokémon Shield! Released in 2019 on the Switch, it is another part of the long line of games starting in 1996 for the Game Boy. Don't you feel old? Shield fell into my lap on the 18th of December 2022, and as I'm writing this, it's the 31st. This is a franchise that I just don't care about. I gave the OG show 15 episodes of my time, and it just wasn't for me. So how am I going to be reviewing a game that's also so not for me? I made him play it instead.
Alright, we're doing this then. I went into this game with some expectations, but I just wanted to know why the 7-year-olds of the world bow down to this 10-year-old. Stop! Ash has been 10 since 1997? 97? He doesn't age?
It's alright, in one of your vague old-time stories, something about two boys, a sword and a shield, blah blah blah, defeating the bad thing, blah blah blah, they become kings and heroes, history moves on. But 10 hours into the game, we find that the sword and shield were Pokémon all along. What a twist! I am a 7-year-old and I forgot what the box looked like. Alright, we're being hard on it, but the story's, like you said, just alright. All the NPCs you will meet in this game are all one note. Well, I got along with Marne nicely, and that fairy gym leader was interesting. That bed day kid was out to my guts for some reason. I one-shotted most of his team. Can we move on, please? There's no voice acting in the game, but their mouths move anyway. It feels like you've gone deaf just watching. So when everyone talks to me, they're all just text on a screen. I'm a 7-year-old! Fat cat, sound on a rat, and ain't a man is all I know how to read. Ugh. The DS port of Battle Brawlers had voice work in it. Grunts, giggles, yes, and whatever shun is. There's no excuse for this anymore. The Switch is leagues ahead of the DS.
There will be no DS slander in this house.
Okay, what about the main big thing in Pokemon? Catching and battling. I have no soul. You have 4 moves for each Pokemon. Some attacks, and some have effects that don't do much for your time. That's all you do here. Some moves work better than others, really good, or some do nothing at all. When you run into a Pokemon that you don't know what moves will be good, you just hit buttons, hoping it will work. Yes, there are types that work against other types, but the game has told me nothing about this. I am learning along the way, and catching a Pokemon? Woof! It's the same thing. The show toolmate need to battle to get their health points low to try and catch it. I get these things HP down to the last pixel, but they still break out. Pokeballs are cheap, so I won't ever run out, but that's no defense for having me use up to 3 balls on one mon, and I don't even catch the thing! There is that this thing here I barely use. You can only use it in the gym boss battles for story mode, and all the 4 times I use it, I was one-shotted. Defeat a Pokemon, don't get XP, and so they can't level up more, so I revive them, and then my other battle turn is skipped. And that's all the combat in this game. Yep, the strategist part of me was dying inside. You just do the same thing! Kind of like this! You get better as you keep playing, but it's just a slow grind. It holds the hand of the 7-year-olds playing. I got the last gym badge at 26 hours of playtime, and I'm not done? Nope, it's time to beat that champ guy Leon! Oh, and why is the Game Freak logo on his cape? I knew I was going to hate this guy. That's saying something.
No kicks.
Now it's time for the championship runner-up, and I overplanned this, as most gamers would. I thought this was going to be hard. I got my team to level 60, but everyone's Pokemon was around level 50. I wanted a challenge, but I got this.
Are you not entertained?
Okay, I beat Leon. Can we please do something else? After 32 hours of playtime on the 7th of January, the credits rolled. 32 hours of my life I will never get back. There is this post-game, but... Was I hoping for a change of opinion for this franchise? Yes. Does it pick up a Let's Go Eevee?
No!
I've watched the show, and now I've played a modern game, and I just don't care for Pokemon. Bakugan monsters are the ball, so take your pieces of cardboard and leave me alone.